What's the topmost secret of Russia? How did it get revealed? Is it true that Russia is building carrier killer? If yes, what is it doing right now? Here we are going to discuss everything. Hello friends, welcome back to Future Warplanes. Today we are back here again with our extraordinary videos. Today we are going to discuss a topic of national importance. No doubt Russia is a powerful country, but it doesn't give it the authorization to build whatever they want. Yes, it has been rumored that Russia is building a carrier killer. Here we will find out if it is true or not. So stick with the video and watch it till the end to know everything about it. Before that, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet and click the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Now let us start with the video. State-run Russian media have reportedly reported that Russian government is hard at work developing its own hypersonic missile capable of targeting and destroying aircraft carriers. In light of the rising geopolitical tensions between the US and the broader West, it is quite probable that the purpose of this deployment is to strengthen Russia's naval bastions in the North Atlantic and Northern Pacific. On July 12, the Russian official news agency TASS made the disclosure that the country is now working on developing a hypersonic carrier killer missile that goes by the name Zmyvik. According to the information that was released by TASS, the missile would have a flying range equivalent to 4,000 kilometers and will have attributes that are similar to those of China's DF-21D and DF-26. According to the same source, the weapon has the potential to be put into service with coastal defense units of the Russian Navy in the near future. According to a remark that was made by the military expert, the name of Vasily Dandikin, and published on Gazeta.ru, the Zmyvik missile offers a solution to the problem of equipping surface warships with weapons that are capable of attacking aircraft carriers and carrier battle groups. According to him, existing submarine-launched and shore-based anti-ship missiles are effective within engagement ranges of less than 1,000 kilometers. However, operations in the North Atlantic and Pacific Oceans require longer-range systems to prevent hostile warships from approaching a range at which they can launch cruise missiles. These longer-range systems are required to keep hostile warships from approaching a range at which they can launch cruise missiles. He claims that this is the situation despite the fact that these anti-ship missiles may be deployed from land as well as from submarines. Alexei Leonkov is quoted as saying that the development of the Zmyvik was accelerated by the hypersonic weapons program that the U.S. was conducting at the time. This information was provided by Alexei Leonkov during an interview with Radio 1. According to Leonkov, the chief editor of the military magazine Arsenal of the Fatherland, the United States may have built hypersonic weapons that are capable of reaching speeds of Mach 5, but these weapons still fly mostly on a ballistic trajectory. This is according to the fact that the U.S. has built hypersonic weapons that are capable of reaching speeds of Mach 5. This is in contrast to Russian hypersonics like the Zmyvik, which include mobility to elude air defenses and provide them with an edge against the U.S. According to Dandikin's observation, the introduction of hypersonic weapons like the Zmyvik has caused the Russian Navy to shift its research priority away from submarine-launched ballistic missiles, or SLBMs, and toward hypersonic weapons like the Zmyvik. This shift was caused by the arrival of hypersonic weapons like the Zmyvik. Even if carrier battle groups are outfitted with heavily armed warships in order to provide air defense for the fleet, these ships still have the capability of being attacked by missiles. This is the case even though the carrier battle groups are designed to provide air defense for the fleet. Naval News cites the recent sinking of the ship Moskva as an example of an incident of relevance in their publication. The cruiser had long-range air defense radars and layered anti-air defenses, but Ukraine was still able to destroy it by utilizing Neptune shore-based anti-ship missiles from its arsenal. This was despite the fact that the cruiser was equipped with long-range air defense radars. This tremendous loss almost certainly had a considerable impact on the Russian Navy, and it may have brought to light the vulnerability of its vast surface combatants to attacks from shore-based missiles. At the same time, it may have also brought to light the possible flaws that U.S. warships have when it comes to the sorts of armament that were used. It is true that the Moskva had less advanced defenses than U.S. warships, which means that it was possible to be destroyed by an anti-ship missile that was developed from an existing Soviet-era design. However, this does not negate the fact that the Moskva was able to escape destruction. Despite this, the fact that the Moskva was sunk cannot be disproved by this evidence. For Russia to be able to successfully combat carrier battle groups from the U.S., it needed a missile that is a great deal more advanced than what it has now. According to Naval News, the U.S. does not currently have a defense that is effective against hypersonic missiles. Consequently, if the Zmivik were to enter service reasonably soon, it may be a powerful deterrent to the freedom of action enjoyed by the U.S. and its allies in the naval realm. According to the Combined Joint Operations from the Sea Center of Excellence of NATO, Russia's naval bastion defensive plan consists of a layered defense that is both geographically and horizontally distributed. According to the CJOSCOE, Russia's plan for protecting its naval bastions consists of a geographically and horizontally layered defense. The Zmivik might become an important asset in this strategy, which the CJOSCOE characterizes as consisting of a geographically and horizontally layered defense. According to the same source, a bastion defense consists of an outer region whose main aim is to restrict access to the sea, and an inner zone whose primary duty is to assert control over the sea. Together, these two zones form a perimeter around the bastion itself. Therefore, deploying shore-based missiles like the Zmivik would extend Russia's weapons range and stretch its anti-access area denial blanket over the semi-enclosed waters of the Baltic and North Seas, as well as the Sea of Okhotsk and the Kuril Islands in the Pacific. In spite of the lofty claims that Russian military experts are making about the capabilities of the Zmivik, there is still the risk that it may turn out to be nothing more than vaporware. The website 1945 Military News brings up a number of issues that put doubt on the accuracy of Russian allegations concerning the Zmivik. Despite the fact that work on the weapon has been going on for a very long time, the report from 1945 claims that there have never been any credible Zmivik launch tests. This is despite the fact that the weapon has been in development for a very long time. This does not imply that a test launch of a prototype has never taken place. Both the former Soviet Union and today's Russia were and continue to be pioneers in the development of anti-ship missile technology. Second, it is not quite clear how the Zmivik will be connected with the other systems that Russia utilizes. This is a major concern. It is an over-the-horizon missile, thus in order for it to have precise targeting capabilities, it has to be connected with maritime surveillance aircraft, drones, and satellites. This is necessary in order for it to be able to reach its target. Third, it is unclear how far Russia has genuinely proceeded with Zmivik's development. This is a point that is not obvious. Until a successful test of a Zmivik missile can be verified, it is probable that the speculations of the new weapon are nothing more than propaganda or a deliberate attempt at deceit. This is done on purpose in order to deceive those responsible for planning defense strategies for the U.S. and its allies. Until the usefulness of the Zmivik is shown, particularly in the next standoff or confrontation between Russia and the West, Western analysts may dismiss comments made by the Russian government concerning the Zmivik as nothing more than idle saber-rattling. So for now, we are at the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then give this video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you will never miss any update. If you have any questions or queries in your mind, tell me in the comment box, and also check out our channel. You find really cool stuff.